Like most investors in the DRIP network, I too have been burned by Forex shark, even to the point where it has been difficult to trust my money with any other project or dev in DeFi. But as an investor looking for safe, reliable, and sustainable projects to invest in, I have done quite a bit of testing and research on elephant money, and I'm sharing it with you guys in the DRIP network community so you can review my journey and determine for yourself if elephant money is a suitable investment for you. I encourage you guys not to sleep on this and to exit your positions out of Forex Shark's projects and possibly place that capital into elephant money instead so you can actually make some returns. Let's get into it. What's going on, peeps? I got quite a bit of information for you guys to review in this video, but let me go ahead and jump in and get started based on the title of this video to go ahead and jump right in to let you guys see why the charts are saying elephant money is a good bet right now. Okay, so here's the chart for elephant money. And what I'm going to do for you guys, I'm going to show you a few additional things, but I want you to see this. Okay, I am essentially just going to draw a few trend lines. Now this is here is on a daily scale. Okay, I don't have to be exact, but I just want to kind of show you guys what these trend lines are looking like. Okay, we got that one. We have a trend that went on here for a few days, right? Let's do this. Got another trend here. Somewhat of a trend there, right? We had somewhat of a trend here. Yep. Okay. And now I'm going to bring this out a little bit. Okay. So we see how quickly this trend is increasing. Okay. Elephant money is in the process of going parabolic. We saw it happen back here. Of course, this was that exploit, but all of the patches have been recovered, fixed. We don't have to worry about that happening again. Okay. Trust me. Well, not trust me. Look at this chart, people, and understand just how that went straight up. You see this same trend about to happen. So instead of getting 1.52% a day, this rate is going to start reaching 2.5, 3%, 4%. That is the trend this is going in, people. And I have done the research. I've dug into elephant money, as many people have recommended that I do. And I'm going to show you that at first I was against this completely. But the more I delved into the protocol and understood what it's doing, it's completely different from anything else in DeFi and definitely different from the DRIP network. So if you come look at elephant money from a mindset of DRIP, you're going to miss it altogether the same way I did initially. So this is why I'm saying now is a perfect time to get in. Always is a perfect time to get in. And I'm going to show you in my wallet what I've been doing. So I've only been in elephant money for about a week or so. Okay. I was finally convinced after delving in and doing my research on this date right here on September the 16th. You know, I dropped $1,000 in just to test it out because I want to not only delve into it and understand it, but see how it's kicking out, right? So I deposited that, and just to let you guys know, there is 8.5% to 10% tax, depending on whether you do it on Pancake Swap or on the native DEX. I recommend you do it on Elephant Money's native DEX so that you can get that 8.5%, right? But once you put that 1,000 deposit in, I had a net value of $913 as of the 16th. So once I put that deposit in, it took that 8.5%, and that was my value. Now here I placed the post withdrawal value just to keep track of this number too, because there's also an 8.5% tax coming out. So I want to be aware of these numbers and keep track of this, so I'll know when a good time will be to start extracting profits from the system. Okay. So with that said, I made that deposit here. All right. So that's day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. In 5 days, people, my elephant value went from $913 to $1,000. So I've essentially recouped my deposit over the deposit amount when I purchased Elephant. Okay, so I've broken even there, but I'm still considering, hey, I still got 8.5% when I come out. So I'm looking at this number even closer. But nevertheless, I want you guys to see how quickly this adds up. I mean, just over the course of 5 days. So technically over 10 days, I should be 100% full. So if I extracted it out of 10 days, I will be able to take out the exact same amount that I put in. However, I'm not going to do that, of course, because I'm going to allow this to continue making profits. Now, another thing I want you guys to notice, the way I'm tracking this, I also put something in this column because I want to see the average amount that the price is increasing or decreasing on a daily basis. So keep in mind, in the world of drip, we were getting 1% per day. Look at this, 2.49%, 2.73, 2.09, 2.4, 0.47, a negative 0.47, and 2.62. Now, keep in mind that these aren't 100% because I'm not spacing these out every 24 hours. Like between these two here, you'll notice that I posted this at 7:15, and this one was just 12 hours later, not 24 hours later. But that by the time this day ended, it was still positive. So I just want you guys to be aware of that so you don't be scared about it going down, although it can go down, but that's not a common thing. So on average, over the course of all these days, we're looking at double on a daily basis what drip was paying out, right? Now, another reason I do this is because when I'm seeing and I catch an opportunity where the percentage is less, this triggers in my mind, hey, I know this stuff is going up and continuing to go up because I've checked the mechanics of it. So I trust enough in the system to say, okay, if the percentage is down, let me go ahead and pick up some more. So I picked up some more on the 21st. You know, I dumped another $1,000 into it. But notice this time, instead of putting 4.68 BNB, I put 5 BNB, and I'm getting less. I'm getting less Elephant because the price is going up, and it will continue to go up, people. And of course, I just made a purchase here because I was just dumping whatever I had in drip, right? Because we know where that's going. It's going to nothing. So I'm like, let me capture whatever else I can get out of drip and just throw it in Elephant Money. And that's what this is right here. All right. So as a total, since I started investing in this particular wallet, I've invested a total of $2,261. As of yesterday morning, here, the value was at 19. Oh, the value was at 21.92. Now I'm going to do a quick check to see where the value is now. I think I have that up somewhere. Yeah, in this elephant. I'm just curious, and I'm going to let you guys see it as well. Go down to elephant, and right now the value is 2,240. And keep in mind, people, this isn't locked up in a contract. I can click a sell button and sell this at any time. But right now the value is 2240 as opposed to the 2192. So I want you guys to clearly see how this value is going up, and it's not an inflationary token to where the price is going to rise. There's always going to be the same number of tokens, so we don't have to worry about the inflation aspect of it. Trust me, people, this is a completely different concept, and I'm sharing it with you guys because many of us in the drip community have been burned by Forex Shark and his projects, and considering his history, that will continue. This elephant money, when you really delve and check into it, it's a completely different concept. So with that said, if you guys have any questions, comments, please feel free to leave them in the description. If you just made up in your mind, like I did initially, that elephant money is crap, then you're doing yourself a disservice. I'm just saying, look into it, check it out. Even if you only drop $10 in there, at least you'll be able to start seeing how it pays out. Okay. Now, with that said, I'm going to show you how I too initially was very resistant to elephant money. I had not even heard of elephant money until some of you viewers came out and dropped the information for me, right? And when I received it, I posted a video on it, right? And I mentioned the following. Check this out. Make sure this closed caption is on, okay? This is an automated system, and I personally suspect that it's bank teller himself promoting price because there's so many of these transactions, and it's not going to capture your eye real quick because it's not a big buy order, right? He's not buying a large amount, but he is buying a large amount because he's using so many different wallets and engaging it at lower prices. All right, so in this video here, what I did when I heard about elephant money, when you guys shared it with me, I go out and look at what's going on in the transaction history, and some of the things I saw looked very suspicious to me, so I posted it in this video. Now, the good thing is some other guys that were in elephant money were able to come and share with me what this was and tell me, look deeper, because this definitely appeared to be suspicious. But you can't research elephant money the same way you do drip because the protocol is so different. They're different contracts doing different things. So ultimately, these were NFT purchases, which had I known about elephant money months ago, I probably would have purchased some of the NFTs myself. But nevertheless, that's one of the aspects of elephant money. But at the end of the day, I was coming against it. I didn't like it. And I'm like, hey, this is trash. So to continue on, as I share this information, I have my brother here, MRAL. So we vibe every now and then. And as I shared information about elephant money, he too was like, no, I ain't dealing with that. Ain't that the same bank teller that did this, did that, or whatever the case is? And I'm like, yeah, that's the one. People have confirmed it, So I was against bank teller because of the reputation that I'd heard about bank teller. So there was a narrative that was being pushed out of the drip community that this guy's bad. So the community mindset is what had me receive that same mindset. So my perspective on bank teller was completely negative. So therefore, I verified for myself that I've been burned by Forex Shark. Now here's another crook named bank teller that's doing the same thing. However, I discover that bank teller is doxxed. I discovered that bank teller actually communicates with his people. I discovered that bank teller is actually doing conferences, exposing himself, exposing his project, sharing information. I discovered that his project is actually kicking out returns for people. And the more that the Elephant Money community began sharing with me, the more I began delving into it to discover that it was good. And as I started investing, of course, I started sharing it with you guys in the community, right? So after that, it took a while. Notice this was a month ago. And within a month's time, as I looked into it, I had time to investigate to hopefully save you guys the time, but please do it if you need to. This same MRAL 131 here, we were chatting on another video, right? And he recently, after dropping this, he said, by the way, since you mentioned elephant a few times, I did some research. That's all you got to do, people. Do your research, right? And he got in along with a couple other things and made more money with them than he has made in drip for the past month, holding multiple wallets. Okay? This is key, people. Don't just dismiss it because it is an effective protocol out there that's kicking out returns. I've shown you in my Excel spreadsheet here, and this is just the beginning. It's about to go parabolic. All right. Another person, Deborah, she comes out, and I had been talking about Elephant Money, and now she's glad that she joined. I'm not coming up with this stuff, people, but she tried it. She heard my video. She's like, okay, Mystify has been leading me in the right way with drip. Everything he's saying has been truthful and honest, dropping facts. So let me follow this as well. She tried it and she's pleased with it. Okay. And I think we all are. So don't dismiss it. Don't walk away from an opportunity that's sitting there right before us. Okay. So with that said, I have some current people that still come and post information on my channel. And my brother Brian, he is very sincere. Big ups to him because he has the exact same mindset that I did at first. And someone from the Elephant Money community actually addressed some of his concerns here. You guys can check this out if you want to check it out in this video here. Okay. So he addressed some of Brian's concerns, but Brian, we had a nice little chat back and forth, right? So he's saying, hey, good on the video, but something is wrong with bank tellers, Elephant Money. This is the same thing I thought because of the rhetoric that I was hearing from people about bank teller and about Elephant Money. And I formed my own opinion without knowledge, without researching it myself. So ultimately, and I share with Brian, hey, bro, if you really want to look into it, dig into it first. Also, drop a little, $10 or whatever the case is, and try it out for yourself. So it looks like he's now on board. He said, I watch all your videos on it, but he's still, certain that something is wrong. And I guess I have to play the game to find out. So I will. So he's going to jump in. So Brian, kudos to you for jumping in and testing out the system. We can definitely collab on this later on, but I think both of us will be quite pleased as you do your continued research. All right. So with all that said, people, I am sharing with you Elephant Money. I am going to leave a link to Elephant Money in the description so you guys can just go join in. Please remember to join through the native DEX, and I'm going to show you why. Just FYI. Because right here, if we go, and anytime you want to go there, just go to elephant. This is what I want you to do right now. Just don't worry about the futures or the unlimited or NFTs or anything like that. Just start off basic. And if you come out here and buy, click on that buy button. Is my wallet connected? Let me make sure. Yep, there it is. Okay. My wallet connected. So if I was to put in 0.1, notice here that it's going to show me how many elephant I'm going to get. But also notice that I'm getting a 1.5% discount. Now, if you go out to Pancake Swap, which you can also purchase it on Pancake Swap, and you put in like 0.1 BNB or something like that. Come on up, baby. Come on up. Right? It's going to give you a high, it's going to display a higher amount. Yeah, I understand. We'll import. Connect the wallet. You're not connected already. Let's do this. Okay. All right. So notice that it's showing you a higher amount here than it is on the native DEX of Elephant Money. But keep in mind that this includes the tax that you're going to pay to get in. This doesn't. So if you take this amount here, you can expect to pay the 10%. So we're looking at 434,68193 minus 4346819. So you ultimately going to, by going through Pancake Swap, you're going to get 39,000,000.1 elephant, whereas over here you'll get 39.7. All right, so you're getting an additional 0.6 elephant by going through the native DEX. So you guys make sure you stick with this and take advantage of that 1.5% discount, because that's extra for you, right? Okay, with that said, let's jump into the second part of this video, which is why drip is dead, right? And Forex Shark is not worth investing in. All right, first and foremost, let's look at the chart. When you have a chart like this, people, and the price is going down and staying down for days and months on end, there's no recovering from this. Forex Shark is not the brightest light bulb in the bunch. Trust me, people. He comes with delays. He comes with lies. And I don't even know if he intentionally lies. He just doesn't know how to run a business, right? He comes up with code, and that's just about it. He also pushes out a narrative, or at least Ray of the Bartertown conglomerate pushes out a narrative to make people think he's a mighty leader, he can do no wrong, and that everything he touches turns to gold. But we all know that it turns to rocks for us, right? As investors, his systems just don't pay out. All right. So when you look at the chart, it will be very difficult to recover. Why? Let's talk about why this is going to be nearly impossible. And I would even go as far to say impossible. All right. So we know the price of drip is down. Okay. Let's look at the activity that's going on in drip. Okay. When he dumps the faucet, what other use? Ask yourself this question, people. What other use will there be to hold or buy drip? There will be none. Absolutely none. Except for DDD. And we can look here and see the activity of DDD. The only thing that would trigger DDD to be used is an uptick in price, but that'll never happen because there's no interest in playing this game. Look at this. One ticket has been purchased. You get a whopping 69 drip, right? And in the whole prize pool. You know, let's look at the payout history. 44 drip. Are you serious? You see these numbers, people. There is no interest, and the same wallet won all the prizes. There is no interest whatsoever in DDD. This is a failed project. I said it from the jump, and it's proven true right now. I said this will not save Drip. And this essentially is the only utility that's running on top of Drip. Once he ends the faucet, there's not going to be any other utility, right? Nobody else is going to build on this thing. It's a done deal, okay? We look at the chart. We see it's down. We see it's going to stay down. We look at the only utility running on it. It's very ineffective. We look at the price. It's on a continual downfall. You know, this will continue to fall. So when he dumps the faucet, I know all of us are fighting and like, hey, give me, I want all my Drip and whatever the case is. But the Drip is just going to be that. And the price is going to continue to fall because once we capture this and dump it, the price is going to fall. And there's not going to be any type of buy pressure to buy Drip back up. Unlike elephant money. Elephant money has so much buy pressure from so many different protocols and from the interest of investors because it's showing and proving itself day after day after day. So that's why I'm encouraging you guys, stop following Forex Shark and his protocols. This is just a money drain. You've seen it before, and if you stay in it, you will continue to see it. I'm just encouraging you to look further. Things are changing here, and it's not for your benefit. Okay? And there's one other thing I have about Forex Shark and his minions. Okay? We have to think outside the box with these guys because one of the things that they do is try to control the narrative of everyone that's in the Drip network ecosystem. Okay, and I want to show you guys, we all know that Ray monitors the Drip chat and they only share information amongst themselves. And check this out. When I put a video out the other day, someone left me a comment. Let me see where, okay, this one here. All right, so I posted a video just yesterday, 21 hours ago. And he's like, I love the idea. And he posted a comment on Ray's video, this one here, which I'll show you here. Okay. And he said, and this was his comment. He said, hope I don't get banned for posting this, but Mr. Fi presented a good idea for this in his video. If nothing else is fair. All right. So, and of course I reply, you'll probably get deleted. And sure enough, if you come out to this video, Ray's video, he deletes any and everything that doesn't resonate with him. So like this guy's name was Legacy Moreland. I'm gonna do a quick search on it just so you can see. I've scrolled down, checked out all the comments that are displaying. And if I do a find on Legacy, there is none. So Ray is, in fact, just like in his Drip chats, just like in his YouTube videos, he restricts you guys from having any type of information. And I'm quite astounded that Ray is not pushing elephant money to you guys. I'm quite astounded that Stunner Breezy isn't pushing elephant money to you guys because the charts are clear. The money is being made, and the money will continue to be made for a while to come in the elephant money system. Understand, Bank Teller is not hiding behind a computer screen like Forex Shark is. He's exposing himself and letting you guys know, hey, the system is out here. It's functioning now. You don't have to wait until October or November, whenever Forex Shark decides to release Animal Farm version 3, which is going to be a money drain just like the rest of them. But it's up to you guys. Hey, do with this information what you will. All right, guys, that's all I got for you. We'll holler on the next one. Peace out.